There are two kinds of managers in this world. Ones who let you be on your own, let you develop at your own pace. The dream managers, right? And others who take too much interest in your day-to-day work. They want to meet you more often than you want to meet them. And then they have suggestions for you always. What is missing from your life? Your work life. Good afternoon, Madam Toastmaster, judges, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Have you ever felt like you want to give a positive feedback to your manager? Show some hands. Good. And people whose managers are not present here, they didn't raise their hands. You can raise your hands now. Okay. Let's do this. Whoever raised their hands in their heads, raise your hands. Oh, not a good reaction. Still, today I'm going to take this opportunity to vent out all the thoughts that come to anyone's mind when they think about unlikable managers. But please note, all characters and incidents in this speech may or may not be fictional. But any similarity to any of your managers is purely a work of your imagination. Let me start with my first manager. It was a small team and the individual contributor got promoted to be a manager. This guy, he was so brilliant. Everyone talked about him. And he was very confident. But his biggest achievement? No one ever talked about it. This guy was so naturally talented at being a jerk to women that it seemed like second nature to him. It was quite early in the project that the girls realized they were being less important, dumb jobs. How much does that hurt your self-esteem? For my male friends, I'm talking about self-esteem, not ego. Note that. Why does he do that? Does he think girls talk a lot? Or do they spend too much time doing makeup? Yeah, agreed, we do that. But that has no relation to work. What do you do in such a situation? Prachi, I can see it. Don't even think about it. You cannot throw your shoes at your manager. Really bad. Well, in my case, I quit the job and treated myself to a very interesting and entertaining exit interview. This strengthens the belief. People leave their managers and not their companies. Scene 2. Jonathan is done for the day. He's ready to go home. He puts his purse on and is walking towards... Oh, I'm sorry. I think there was a girl in this example. Let's roll back a little. Aarti is done for the day. She takes her purse and she's walking towards that exit door when she hears a voice. Aarti, do you have a minute? Aarti's thoughts. Oh no, not again. I want to go home. Reality. Good evening, Mr. Manager. How can I help you? And before she realizes that 1 minute becomes 30 long minutes. Sometimes I wonder, were these managers best suited for some other jobs? Maybe like radio jockey? Nah, that job requires some creativity. They won't be good at it. There are some really good managers, where? Out there. Really good. But they're not the subject of speech. Let's continue with our rant. Some of the managers, they're like those school teachers. They like to record each and every activity of their students. The analogy is pretty simple. What time you shop at work? What time you leave? Do you work from home a lot? Etc. etc. There's always this big brother watching. Still looking for a way to please him? Here it is. Don't do anything by the book. Do everything by his book. One of my friends recently had his performance review meeting with his manager. And the way he explains it, it's so hilarious. Let me tell you. He says it's in these meetings that you are reminded of your previous year's goals, which is this long and wishful. And then you are told how much you accomplished. Oh, so small, but realistic. And finally, you are told about next year's goals, which is This long and even more imaginary and otherwise intense. Another funny part of this meeting is the compensation discussion. Let me show you how it goes, my friend. Sir, do I get an increment this year? Manager. Yes, of course you do. Here it is. Please keep it confidential. My friend. Sure, thanks. Confidential? I am equally ashamed of it. Yeah, fun, but true. In the final part of my speech, I want all of you to think. Yes, think. Sometimes you do need to think in humorous speeches. Many of us, sooner or later, are going to be in that manager's hot seat. That feels right. You took a lot of leaves last year. You are definitely not getting that raise. Oh my God, what have I become? I've become that insensitive manager. No, this is scary. I don't want to be that guy. Friends, if at any point during this speech there were thoughts that came to your mind about your manager that you don't like, I have 3 tips for you. 1, it is perfectly normal to feel that way. 2, write down all those things and tell yourself you don't have to be like that. But please make sure that list never reaches your manager. And 3, if you really cared for a takeaway from a humorous speech, then promise yourself you will be a manager who is an inspiration to his team. Or else, who knows, you might become the subject of someone else's humorous speech. Merry Christmas.